Good morning. It is Thursday morning and this is the last day of being 37 weeks pregnant. Still haven't had the baby, but this morning Art and I went up to his shop and did some inventory for the business. As you guys know, we are in the process of trying to liquidate a lot of the instruments just to make it easier for everyone else and to get these instruments into the hands of kids and people who are going to use them instead of sitting in our shop. So that's a really long process. Like I said to Art today, it took us more than 20 years for him to develop this collection. It's going to take a long time to actually get these sold. But I went up there this morning to work on that with his taxes because no baby. Lydia and Charity have gone to the senior center and they are doing a cooking project with the elderly, their residents, and I think we're gonna go up and pick them up next. I think we're gonna eat and then we're gonna go up and pick them up. We need chicken food. I don't know when this video is gonna go up, but we are in the middle of prepping for what they're calling a pretty major snowstorm, at least the potential. Again, you never know with the forecast. We still have 3 days to go, but we're just making sure that we're fully prepped for food with the house, and then we need to go get feed for the chickens so they have enough food just in the off chance that we don't get out for a while, because we might have the snowstorm, we might have a baby, and then we're not going to get out for a bit. I got some things for the boys' room, and I've been working on organizing the boys' room. Art, do you want to see what came? I got these for the boys' room. They're some display bins, and I thought we could put them on top of their dressers. They don't look like much. Actually, I have one over here on my stand here. So it's this here, this gray bin. And I thought the boys could each have their own for on top of their dresser, and they can just keep their wallets and anything that they like to throw on top of their dresser there, and that would keep the rest of their dresser clean. So there they are. These what is really nice is they fold down, so they're for easy storage. But I thought we'd get one for John and one for Peter, and they can keep their stuff, and the stuff has to stay in those and can't go anywhere else.
Okay, is this going in their closet or in their dresser?
On top of their dresser.
Okay.
Okay, do you think that would work?
Well, let's hope it works.
We're all for organizing right now. I don't know, is this, yes, okay, so, real life here, this is what we're trying to prevent, this situation here. So, one side is Peter's and one side is John's. Right. I want to get this cleaned off, and then they can have their display bins for their goodies. It'll keep them tidy, in one place. Look better than this.
They can keep their airplane engines.
Yeah, well, the boys, total boys here. And the other project, since baby's not here, is I want to get the, what do you call those, cubes? The wire cubes like I did in my bedroom, and put those in here with some of the pull-out bins, and they can help organize that a little bit better, because this, again, like my closet, was a lot of wasted space, and the boys need a system. So I'm going to try to help them put a system in place so we can keep a little bit more organized. It's several hours later. We did actually get our errands done, but I forgot to grab the camera for you guys. But right now, Peter and I are working on taking care of his dresser. So we sort of showed you this earlier, and right now, Peter and I are sorting out his items and then John's items, and we're going to see what kind of organization we can come up with to keep the top of the dresser clean. So Pete's cleaning out his drawers because all guys have to have their own, like, clutter junk drawer. Clutter Central. Oh, and so what we're doing is we're sorting it out. He has two of his favorite books here, and then he has some things he just clips, like his walkie-talkies. His things. These are totally his things. And then we have all kinds of Peter goodies in here, like his Leatherman and rope climbing tools, his headlamp, he likes those. And then in this baggie he loves cologne. So back when I sold Mary Kay, these did not sell. He loves the men's cologne. So he has all these men's cologne samples. And then he has like his own little HBA box here, his tie clips. So that's what we're working on right now for Peter. And then hopefully, Peter, you're going to be able to keep this organized, right? Are you going to try?
Maybe.
Maybe. All right. Well, we're going to see how the system works. That's all we can ask for. This is the after, which I think is going to be more effective, but it's going to be dependent on the boys actually keeping it up. But we have Peter's side, and then we have John's side. And we'll see if we can create a new habit of keeping this area more tidy for the boys. The Conmari method of tidying up has been all the rage on Netflix. I was able to watch one of the episodes, and it just reminded me of when I read the book and how much it helped me just going through my bedroom drawers and the bathroom. Go ahead, Peter. And things like that. But I wanted to show you that this is something that I did several years ago. Two, I believe. Or maybe it was just last year. I think it was 2 years ago. But this was in our bathroom. I don't know if you remember this. I redid this. I'll try to post the before and after picture, even though you can see it afterwards. So this has stayed, it has remained neat and tidy with minimal intervention from me. So I do have, like, up here, this isn't, whoop, right there. That's not normally here. That's a birth supply here. And I have a couple birth supply things down here that aren't usually in here, but I wanted to keep them out of the way from the kids until I had the baby, and then those are going to come out. But for the most part, everything has stayed the same. These wash bins, awesome, awesome. They were like $1.49 at Walmart. They were not expensive. Great for containing things. I did pull them out once to clean them out because we did have a spill in there of just some lotion and things like that. So I cleaned that out. But these baskets and the 31 display bins have worked tremendously well, although a kid just put a spray bottle there. They've worked very well at keeping everything neat and tidy and making sure that we don't have too much. We have enough, but not too much. And the kids' towels don't live in here. These are just pretty much extra towels. We don't always use them. The hand towels, the washcloths we do use. But these are more extra towels. We have most of our towels for Art and me right here on the wall, and the kids have their towels in their bedrooms. But that's how we have this divided up. The command hooks have worked great for holding up my Norex cleaning cloths. Love these. Again, I did a party. I've done a couple parties. That's how I got these. Love them. And Art and I have definitely noticed that it may have taken 2-3 years of cleaning and organizing and purging, but the house is so much easier to keep up with. And if you take baby steps, if you are in that process, take baby steps. It's going to take a long time. There's no fast way to doing this because it takes time, but it's so worth it to reduce the amount that you have in your home because it just makes it easier to clean and things like that. The one thing I would say with the Conmari method, again, I'm not like an expert or anything with the Conmari method, but what works for some people doesn't work for other people. So find what works for you. It might be you can be really minimalistic with what you have. Maybe you only need 4 cups, plates, and saucers and you're good. Or maybe you have a bit larger family, you need 12 of everything. Find a system that works for you and then go with it. Because it's your home, it's your love, your joy, and making it your home is what makes it uniquely yours. So that's where I stand on organizing and things like that. It really helps when we have a baby, making sure everything is tidy and in order because you never know when I'm going to go into labor. This, I think I showed you guys earlier, I had actually taken care of this area here. This was one of my goal lists. This has always been kind of a source of clutter and things like that. And so what I ended up doing is, because it has some of Art stuff, Art loves his dictionary. So I put his big dictionary here because he does reference that fairly frequently. I reduced the amount of books that I kept in my room. These 2 bins here from 31 are the kids' Osborne books. And this is what, we use these all the time, and we always make sure the kids pick them up and put them back in their bins before they go to bed. These are very helpful when you're pregnant or nursing because you can pull them off, the kids can look at them and things like that. But this is the new item that I added this month. And this actually, what I ended up doing is putting all of Art's sermon notes and things like that. And that was creating a lot of clutter and dust because it was just piled on the shelves. But by putting it in here upright, it tidied it up and it looks so much better. So that was another item that I did before we have this baby, to clean up this room. And then everything else has just pretty much stayed tidied. I added some African violets to my bedroom because I love African violets. And I have my nursing station here, our family Bible basket, and things like that. And, well, I think that's about it. We're just ready for a baby here. And Art is working on editing another instrument video. What is this one on, Art?
This one is about understanding piston valves.
Woo!
Brass instruments. Exciting.
Wow, that's exciting stuff.
Yeah.
So if any of you guys out there are watching this, you can find that on Art's channel. I don't know that I think many of our viewers would be interested, Art.
Well, I'm sure they'll sit with rapt attention as they watch.
What is it, a 4-minute video?
A little over 5.
The good news is when you watch Art's videos, they're very short and to this point.
Right. I don't like to leave a lot of worthless stuff in there.
No, Art's like short, to the point. Here you go. This is how you do it. This is how you fix it. Message me if you have any questions.
Right.
It works though, right?
Yes, it does.